Welcome to T Lokes, Tucson's local business podcast. I'm your host, L. Connor McEverly, and in each episode, we embark on a journey to connect with the passionate minds behind the businesses and nonprofits that make our community thrive. Join me as I sit down with the owners, visionaries, and change makers who pour their hearts into shaping the local landscape. We explore the challenges, triumphs, and unique journeys that define Tucson's business community. From the corner coffee shop to the innovative startups and impactful nonprofits, T Lokes is your window into the diverse stories that make our city special. Tune in and get ready to get connected. This is T Lokes. Howdy, folks. Welcome to T Lokes, your Tucson local business podcast. I'm your host, L. Connor McEverly, and here with me in the studio today is a local CRM software advisor from Thryv. Thryv, while not a local company, provides CRM software that can simplify and streamline how you run your business. It is my pleasure to introduce to the show Lori Fimbres, your local representative of Thryv. Hi, Lori. How are you doing today?
Connor, hi. Thank you so much for having me here today. I'm really excited.
Thank you for being here. I'm really excited to have you.
Thank you.
So, Lori, we've thrown around this term, CRM. Those are three big letters. What is a CRM and how can it help new business owners?
A CRM stands for a customer relationship manager or management tool. A lot of people ask that question, so I'm glad that we're clarifying it right now.
Of course.
That's the first question people ask. What is a CRM?
Right.
But anyway, it does help businesses manage interactions with current and potential clients. It can help business owners by organizing their customer data, automating daily business tasks, improving their communication, enhancing customer relationships, ultimately leading to increased sales and better retention.
Awesome. And that sounds like that's really helpful for new business owners.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. As a new business owner myself, all of these things, streamlining, at least in the ways that I have used Thryv, streamlining all of my correspondence into one place is huge. Because there are some maybe emails or social medias that I forget to check for a couple days at a time, maybe even a week at a time. But being able to have one place to go and manage your communications is huge.
Oh, yeah. I definitely think the command center is our communications hub. And, it is something that I think all business owners struggle with is trying to log in every single channel to find all of your messages. And so we created a clever way and an effective way, just, so you can just go in one spot. Make your life easy so your head's not spinning in 10 different directions.
Absolutely. And it really helps alleviate that. There's absolutely no doubt about that. So, Lori, let's talk a little bit about how you found Thryv and what keeps you working at Thryv.
Oh, sure. Oh, gosh. Okay. I'll try to keep this short, as short as I can. Well, I had spent, for my career, 17 years at the same digital marketing company. It was such a rewarding career, Connor. I was really fortunate to have spent many years there. And out of the blue, a fantastic opportunity for advancement as a senior digital marketing advisor popped up. And it was with a boutique agency here in Tucson, and I really loved the fact that they were innovating, and they were very much technology forward in their marketing strategies and platforms. I felt like business owners today needed some fresh approaches, and having the thirst for knowledge that I do, I needed to learn some new things, and I couldn't pass it up. It really was a special company. A few years later, Thryv came in and acquired that little diamond of an agency.
Nice.
And, it really was a blessing and a natural next step for me that happened to morph my career right into the software and technology field. That's the story. That's the story. But, most importantly, what keeps me here at Thryv, first and foremost, is my ability to serve my clients. I love them all, and they need me, and they need my guidance, and they need my expertise. And honestly, I could never leave them, Connor.
Yeah.
We're all on a texting basis.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what keeps me at Thryv. And not to mention, it's such a digital and tech forward company that really cares about their clients as well as their employees. And it's just really a refreshing company to work for. And I'm really proud of that fact.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's great. Laura, I love talking to you. We're in a BNI chapter together, so we've had plenty of one-to-ones, love to communicate. It is clear that you care so much about your clients and you keep really good contact with people. It feels like you're kind of like a part of that person's team, for their business.
Oh, thank you, Connor.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Go Strategic Alliance.
Yeah.
BNI.
So I wanted to touch on another question, because, Thryv is based out in Dallas, you said?
Yes.
Yes. But I want to know more about what approach that you and Thryv takes that really benefits the local business owners.
Well, I think what makes our CRM so unique and our approach so unique is that we have a completely robust and easy to use platform. And we're always making improvements to it. It's infused with, the AI capability that's out and about today and is so prevalent in the community.
Absolutely.
And we have many different centers that focus on the essentials that business owners need. Like one of the ones that you mentioned was a command center that is a communication hub. We have the business center, which manages all your listings and you're enabled to run your social medias on those platforms. And then we also have the marketing center so that you can basically see what your competitors are doing and run your own type of campaigns through there. Because, as you know, a lot of companies don't have ginormous budgets to be throwing at, Google AdWords. So we do offer a lot of different selections that I feel meet the business owner's needs. The other thing is, I am one of 3 local representatives here in this Tucson market. And what's really nice about that is that I'm able to really give a personalized CRM experience to my clients. I like to handhold them if need be, and it happens sometimes. It just depends on the aptitude of my customer or client,
right,
or friend.
Yeah.
And I do get to step in and come to them at their place of business or via Zoom, whatever's more convenient for them, to walk through them until I feel that they're comfortable knowing that software and they can fly on their own. Yeah. I'm a little bit of a different breed where, I'm not just on one onboarding call. Right. I'm on multiple. It's important to me that my client understands what's happening.
Right.
And I guess the other thing is, too, what makes us so unique in our approach is I am, or I prefer to be, the first point of contact, for my client. You could consider me the liaison between me and customer service. Now, I will say we have superior 24/7 customer service available to the client. So if you call me at 2 a.m, Connor, I'm probably not going to answer. But a lot of times our clients are up. They're wanting to make website changes. They're wanting to make, changes into their software. And when you need that kind of technical assistance, there is actually a live person 24/7 to help you do what you need to do. It's not a bot. You're not talking to someone invisible. It's someone to help you get those things done. And I think those are some of the differences between us and, other CRM companies.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't tell you how frustrated I get sometimes when I'm on calls and I just get a robot over and over and over again. And then it's like, you just say live representative and they're just like, there's no one here. That's alive. And so it's really nice to have the ability to actually talk to someone and walk through these challenges. And kind of speaking about some of these challenges and how you like to help your clients, could you share maybe an anecdote on how using Thryv CRM helped a client?
Every circumstance is unique. Again, it depends on the client's aptitude. And I tend to, when I'll use this for example, I have a client and she is a family coach, and she focuses her business a lot on the East Coast. I mean, she's the very best that there is. And, you know, she has had a few different types of CRMs, very frustrated, frustrating, not able to really figure out its full potential. And I always say that, you know, just having a CRM is not the cure. However, it's only as good as what you will allow it to be. Right. So I tell my customer, and in this particular client, and she's actually a really good friend now, to be open to the newness and to ideas and creativity in terms of the CRM. And she was just completely frustrated, not being able to know the full potential of what she could do. Right. And that's why I feel it's so important to handhold and stay on multiple onboardings with that client to make sure that they understand the capabilities and the nuances. And so with that particular client, it was like reteaching her something all over again from scratch, but being there to guide her and tell her, hey, we need to do this, and hey, we need to look at doing this in the future, but we're going to take baby steps and we're going to break it down. This is also a person that was very used to, for a long time, doing things manually. That's another good instance of how I can help someone achieve what they're trying to achieve, is take all their manual processes and migrate them over into a cloud-based software. And so those are just a couple of examples. Someone that's not sure of themselves. I have another client like that is a different generation. Okay. And just really doesn't feel comfortable about using a device. Or so when I show them how simple it can be in that particular instance with another client in Sonoida, it's really so rewarding. And I guess those are a few of the instances on how I've helped.
Right. And I think that, you know, from what I was hearing about what you were saying, I think that it is really valuable and really understated that not only do you offer a really powerful tool that can help modernize people's businesses and like save them time through automations, but that like you also teach your client how to use the tool. Yes. Right. And that's so important. Because, you know, it's clear that you care about the success of someone's business.
Oh, of course. And also, too, not everyone is a fit. You know, not everyone's a fit for my software. And, you know, we do thorough client journey to be able to determine that. And one of the things that I do require, and I tell my new prospective clients, is if we're going to work together, I really need for you to commit to me that you'll show up to the meetings and you come with an open mind and the willingness to learn. And that's one of the most important things that I can get across.
Of course. And I'm going to kind of jump one of the questions in the order here, but I think it's a great follow-up. Is, you know, what are some signs that someone should reach out to you? What are the frustrations they're having that you can help solve for them? Well,
again, like we talked about earlier, if they're struggling, if it's a small to medium-sized business owners that's struggling to run their day-to-day operations of their business, if it's a business owner that's doing everything manually and putting everything in Excel, and, you know, it happens, and that's okay. I mean, at least you're putting it somewhere.
Right.
And it's just somebody that's wanting to save time. Because honestly, Connor, you and I both know time is the most precious commodity because you can't ever get it back.
Absolutely.
Especially when you're running a business. Nobody's got time for that, for wasting. And, you know, just somebody that wants to streamline those daily processes, but, you know, they just don't know where to begin. They don't know who to reach out with, or to reach out to. And, you know, that's where I come in, and just make sure that we thoroughly do a client journey to determine what the best option is for that client, because everyone's different.
Absolutely. I mean, time is such a valuable commodity. And as a, burgeoning business owner, I'm always looking for where there is that extra time and what time I need to put into it and what time I can take to spend with my family or friends or, just doing the basic upkeep of life, exercise, cooking, laundry. And so, I guess kind of on the topic of time, what is something that you are looking forward to? What are some goals that you're striving toward now?
Connor, I'm always looking for, ways that Thryv and myself can make a measurable impact for business owners. It's just in my DNA. It's what I do. But making achievable goals for my clients, to attain optimal efficiency, right?
Yeah.
That is number one. Number two is just, of course, really having them understand the importance of data security. Okay. And just sometimes sending things through email just isn't a vibe.
Yeah.
But also I want to help foster employee training so that they realize that along with our CRM, we have ongoing training and it's unlimited, and we can set up a sequence of trainings for those employees so that they can better utilize the tools in our software so that they can help their employer, toward continued success.
Right.
So that's another really important thing. So those are some of the goals. The other few goals that I had was, wanting to expand into some markets and reach into some smaller pockets of areas in Arizona.
Gotcha.
I do handle clients all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
But, this is my baby here. So,
right.
My other goal is to continue to just teach my clients how to embrace the innovation in their companies by encouraging and experimenting the adoption of new emerging technologies, and just to stay ahead of the competition. I mean, who doesn't want that? That's really important, just to know what's going on and just to be able to have the flexibility to run your business from anywhere.
Right.
From your phone or from your tablet or desktop at home. So yeah, that's some of my goals. And probably the last thing is to, my last goal is to keep growing and cultivating strategic referral partnerships within our business community.
Right.
I partner with a lot of my local clients that is 80% of my business. They send me other clients. So it's word of mouth.
Yeah.
So I'm always looking to do that. So those are some of my goals. And also to fit more hiking in.
Yeah.
Our beautiful Arizona sunshine.
Yes. Can never hike enough.
Had to throw a personal one in.
Yeah, you got it. Well, those are some really lovely goals. And again, I think that just, from the way that I hear it, just reaffirms how much you care about helping small and medium business owners grow and succeed, and how committed you are to keeping people on the cutting edge of technology. It is really important. Like, I know a lot of people are scared with AI or automations, and, maybe there's a right to be. But at the same time, if you don't utilize those tools, these are tools that everyone can use,
right,
and everyone can benefit from them, and taking advantage of those is an important step. And I think many would find a greater level of success if they're able to find these new tools, learn how to use these new tools, and then put them into action. But also, and I think is another great segue, is you're talking about hiking in Tucson. Tucson is beautiful. I love Tucson. I love the hiking in Tucson. I fell in love with the mountains that surround us. And I'm wondering, what is one thing that you love about Tucson?
Well, that is such a great question, Connor. One thing I love about Tucson is that it's not Phoenix. And it's such a little big town, right?
Right.
And it's just so beautiful here, and it's a lot more laid back, but I know this more than one thing. But right, really, I love our painted desert sky. We have the most breathtaking sunsets in the entire country, and I will fight anyone on that. And that is what I love the most, are the sunsets.
Yeah.
Especially out where I live. Oh, it's just, they're stunning.
They are. We have so much sky here, and I love that personally. I get a little claustrophobic when I go to big cities, and I don't get that nice wide horizon. Well, Lori, we are kind of coming close to the end of our time together here. I wanted to ask if there are any events that Thryv is putting on that people should look out for.
Oh, definitely. Thanks for asking about that. And I'm sad because I'm having so much fun here with you. And I like your special coffee mug that you're using right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Connor reads books. Love it. Love it.
That's right. Connor Reads Books is another podcast of mine where I, Connor, read books.
Fabulous.
And this was a lovely gift from my sister-in-law and brother-in-law.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I love it too. It's my favorite.
So back to your question. So me and a couple of my colleagues, usually quarterly, we go ahead and we're going to do what's called a Thryv meetup, where we'll select a location and we'll invite small business owners to come and join us for lunch. And we'll do a little presentation and answer lots of questions. And then we'll have local business owners that are already utilizing the Thryv and love the software to be there, just to share their experiences, with the newer prospects. And I do believe we're doing one in the beginning of April.
Okay.
Yes. And you'll be the first one to know. And I'll definitely, anyone can reach out to me at 520-241-2212 if you want to know some specific dates.
For sure. Awesome. Yeah. And you can send me any links.
Okay.
And those links, I'll put them in the episode notes. So listener, you can just go to the episode notes. You'll find Lori's contact. You'll find the event information. And yeah, get in contact. Which does kind of segue again into my final question for you, Lori. My final question is, for those who want to learn more about Thryv or reach out to you, where should they go?
First and foremost, you can call me again at 520-241-2212, or you can email me at Lori, Lori, Fimbres, F as in Frank, I as in Igloo, M as in Mary, B as in Boy, R as in Richard, E as in Edward, S as in Sam. And that's lori.fimbres@Thryv, T as in Tom, H as in Howard, R as in Richard, Y as in Yellow, V as in Victor.com. So lori.fimbres@Thryv.com.
Fantastic. And I will also put links to that in the episode notes.
Thank you so much, Connor.
Of course. Lori, it's been great talking with you today. Thank you so much again for coming in and telling me more about Thryv, the CRM, what it provides, and how you help serve your customers and help serve the Tucson community.
It was so much fun. I enjoyed it so much, and I hope that we can do it again soon. Part 2.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Of course.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you as well, Lori. All right. Take care, listeners. Have a good day. And that's a wrap for another episode of T-Lokes, your go-to podcast for uncovering the untold stories of Tucson's local businesses and nonprofits. A big thank you to our incredible listeners for joining us on this journey of connection and discovery. I want to offer a huge thank you to Lori Fimbres from Thryv for coming on the show and talking to us about how a CRM can help a small and medium-sized business. Show them some love and check out their links in the episode notes. A huge thank you to Louis Sanders at Soundhouse Publishing for making our unforgettable podcast theme music. If you enjoyed today's episode and want to stay connected with Tucson's vibrant business scene, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Your feedback is invaluable, and it helps us continue bringing you engaging conversations. As we wrap up, remember that T-Lokes isn't just a podcast, it's a community. Let's keep the conversation going on social media. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or our Discord channel and share your thoughts, suggestions, or even recommend a local business or nonprofit you'd like to see featured on the show. Thank you once again for being a part of the T-Lokes community. Until next time, stay connected, stay inspired, and keep supporting the heartbeat of Tucson. Toodaloo.